Allowing these first moments to be soft, to be quiet. And we were briefly discussing earlier kind of this overall need to just stretch out. And so that's what we're going to look at today, this place to get expansive. And to find some opening where you need to find an opening, space where you need to find space. And take one more deep inhale through your nose. Exhale completely. Reach your arms all the way up and overhead and stretch all the way from the tips of your fingers down through your toes. So press your toes away as if you could get that much longer. And continue to reach your toes down as you reach your arms up. One more big inhale. And exhale. Walk your feet to the lower right-hand corner of your mat. Allow your legs to stay extended. Keep your hips to the ground and then start to reach your arms to the upper right-hand corner of your mat. So you're making like this big C curve with your body. Your legs can stay long and extended. Breathe up the entire left side of your rib cage. Slowly start to walk your feet back to center, walk your arms back to center. And then take your arms to the upper left, your feet to the lower left, and start to breathe through your right side body. As you inhale, walk yourself back to center. One more stretch all the way from toes to fingertips. And as you exhale, hug your knees in towards your chest. You can hang on to the backs of your thighs or maybe hang on to your shins and take a little rock from side to side. You can draw circles. Start to massage out through your low back. And draw your knees back in towards center. Keep your right knee hugged in. Extend your left leg long and place it all the way onto the floor. With your right knee hugged in, you can start to take it out towards the side and then start to pull it back in towards midline. So starting to explore the mobility of your hip. Maybe you start to draw some circles. You can keep your left leg long and extended on the earth. And take another breath here, exploring. Draw your right knee back in towards center. Hug it in nice and tight. Take a deep inhale. Exhale your breath out. At the base of your exhale, engage your core. Head, neck, and shoulders lift. Let your left leg hover. And then hug your left knee in as you extend your right leg long. Swap sides again. And again. Continue to flow through this. The next time you have your left knee hugged in, allow your left leg to stay hugged in. Right foot finds the earth. Head, neck, and shoulders come back down to the ground. You can start to take that same exploration. So knee comes into center, moves further away. Maybe you draw some circles. And take a few more breaths here. And gently start to bring your left leg back towards center. Option to keep your knee bent, or this time extend your left leg high, flex into your foot. You can hang on behind your thigh. Take a deep inhale. Exhale everything out. Engage your core, head, neck, and shoulders lift. Let your right foot hover, and then swap. Swap. So option to keep legs straight, or you can keep it with knees bent. Regardless of which way, whichever leg's extended, really think of pressing out through your toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug both knees into your chest, head, neck, and shoulders down. And again, take a little rock. Take a roll. Release your feet down to the ground. Keep them about hip width distance apart. Press down into your feet, lift your hips up just enough to shift them to the left, and then place your hips back down. Inhale your knees into center, so they're going to kind of get an angle, and then start to drop your knees down towards the right. You can extend your left arm long, moving into a supine twist. Take a deep inhale, and exhale. And continue to soften through your hips. If your left shoulder doesn't find the earth, no problem. First twist of the day. And take another deep inhale here. Exhale to the base of your breath. Draw your navel in and up, support your low back as you draw your knees back to center. Release your feet down, square your hips off. And then extend your right heel tall towards the ceiling once more. Hook right ankle to left knee. Stay here, or you can hug your left knee in, interlace behind you, and start to flex your left heel towards the ceiling. And 2 more breaths. Rebend your extended leg. Bring the sole of your left foot down. And then once more, lift your right heel tall towards the ceiling. Do a little floint, so like a floint, flex and point, yeah, like a Barbie shoe. And then start to bring your right leg all the way down with control to the earth. Extend your left leg long to meet it, and take a moment to feel in between left and right sides. Rebend into both of your knees. Soles of your feet to the ground. This time, press down, shift your hips to the right, place them back down. Hug your knees in. Knees drop off to the left. Right arm can extend long. So take your twist in the other direction. Breathe down into your low back. Allowing yourself a soft start to your practice. A gentle start to your day. One more deep inhale. And exhale. Engage your core, draw your knees back up to center. Release your feet down, square off your hips. This time, extend your left leg tall towards the ceiling. Hook left ankle to right knee. Think of pressing your left knee out. stay here or start to hug your right leg in. Option to extend your right heel tall towards the ceiling, active flex here. Breathe all the way from your heel down through your calf into your hamstring. Take another deep breath in. And out. Rebend into your right leg, bring the sole of your foot down. Extend your left heel tall towards the ceiling. And again, find that little point, so flex and point. And as if you could bring the energy out of your toes, long, slow extension all the way down to the ground. And then extend your right leg long to meet it. Take a breath into both sides. Hug both of your knees in towards your chest and either roll forward and back all the way up to a seat, or if you'd like, you can roll over to one side and press yourself up to a seat. As you find your comfortable seat, sits bones down, crown of your head reaches up. Inhale, bring your arms all the way up and overhead. Interlace your palms, flip your palms up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, start to draw your shoulders back, belly button in as you fold forward. And then inhale, press your palms back up, option to lift your gaze. Exhale, round. Inhale, back up. Twice more. Exhale, round through your spine. Inhale, back up. Last one. Once you reach the top, flip your palms, palms press, reach up. Exhale, left hand down, right arm reaches up and overhead, gentle side stretch. Press down into your bottom palm, start to spiral your top shoulder back. You might start to shift your gaze up. Really plug into your right hip, so press down as you extend out. Take one more inhale. Exhale, shift your gaze down, press down into your bottom hand, reach all the way up. And as you exhale, right hand comes down, left arm reaches up and over. Really imagine creating space between your ribs. Press down into your bottom hand, roll your top shoulder back a little bit, and then option to shift your gaze up. Allow your next inhale to sweep you all the way up and overhead, palms find each other. Exhale, bring everything down toward your heart. Roll over onto hands and knees. Option to pad up with a towel or a blanket if you'd like under your knees. Shoulders over wrist, hips over knees. Press down into your palms, and as you inhale, start to drop your belly, arch your back. Exhale, press and round. Inhale, arch towards cow. Exhale, press to cat. Take 2 or 3 more at your pace. The next time you find a neutral spine, extend your right toes to the back of your mat, press your toes down, press your heel back, start to feel a little something happening in your calf there. And then you can rock forward and back, forward and back. So starting to find a slight pulse with your right leg. Stack your shoulders back over your wrist, lift your right leg up and over to the left, place it back down, and then your right hand is going to reach up and over to the left. So again, really big stretch all the way up your right side body. Start to walk your right hand back underneath your shoulder This time, lift your right leg up and back behind you. Option to stay here, or you might extend your left arm forward. Draw your navel in and up. And as you exhale, knees to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, draw it in. 2 more. Last one. Inhale, extend. Release your hand, release your knee. Sits bones back, tent up onto your fingertips. So as an active child's pose, forehead comes down. Breathe into your shoulders. Press your palms down into the ground. Lift yourself back up to table. Hips come back over knees, and then extend your left leg to the back. Really press your heel back so you can feel an extension in your calf. And then take a couple of pulses again on this side. The next time you stack your shoulders over your wrist, left leg reaches up and over to the right. Left arm starts to crawl up and over to the right. Breathe up your left side body. One more breath in. Left hand comes back under your shoulder. Left leg extends long. Stay here or right arm reaches. As you exhale, pull it in. Inhale, expand. 3 more. Two more. Last one. Expand from heel to fingertips. Release down. Tuck your toes underneath this time. Let your knees hover. And then press it up and back. Downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet here. You can start to rock your hips from side to side. Maybe rock up to tippy toes, back down. Flutter your lips if that feels good. Take a bend into your knees, look to the front of your mat, and slowly start to walk yourself all the way forward. Uttanasana, forward fold. You can grab onto opposite elbows, take a little sway. Keep a nice generous bend into your knees. Allow your torso to get super heavy here. And shake your head yes and no. Release your palms down to the sides, and as you inhale, slide your hands up your shins to your half lift. Bring your hands to your hips. Bend your knees, press down, rise up with a flat back. Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, take your arms all the way up and overhead. Exhale, bend into your knees, forward fold. Inhale to your half lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step 1 foot back, then the other, high plank. Shift forward, drop down to your knees with control, all the way down to belly. And then tent your hands out to the sides. So fingertips are tented up, elbows over wrists. As you inhale, take a baby cobra. Exhale, melt your heart back down. Twice more like this. Inhale, unravel up. Exhale down. One more, inhale to lift. And exhale, lower. Walk your hands under your shoulders, tuck your toes, press to table, all the way up and back, down dog. 3 breaths here. Always the option to find movement. Shift your gaze forward, make your way to the front of your mat. As you inhale, half lift. This time, exhale, fold it right back down. Press down into your feet, sweep your arms all the way up and overhead. Exhale, palms to heart, Samasthiti. Inhale, reach your arms up. Bend into your left elbow. Go ahead, grab your elbow with your right hand. Take it up and over to the right. Lift your head back a little bit. See if you can feel that into your ribs a bit more. One more inhale. Exhale. Inhale to center. Both arms reach. And then bend into your right elbow. Left hand finds that. Take it up and over to the left. Ribs. Lift your head back and notice if that changes where the stretch is felt. Inhale back to center. Reach both of your arms up and overhead. Exhale, release your hands to your low back. Press down as you lift your heart space up, shoulders roll back. Bend into your knees, slide your hands down the backs of your legs. Inhale, right back up to your half lift. This time, exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot to the back of your mat. Drop your back knee, untuck your toes. Pat up your knee here. Press down, inhale, reach up, low lunge. Bring your hands to your low back, press down to lift up, and then exhale, drop down into your hips. Start to really breathe into the psoas, so that space in the front of your hip on the right leg. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale. As you inhale, sweep both arms all the way up and overhead. Cactus your arms, start to open up through the front of your body. Bring your arms back up, and then come down to frame your front foot. Tuck your back knee, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, step all the way forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. This time, step your left foot to the back of your mat, drop your knee, untuck, press down, rise up, low lunge. Bring your hands to your low back, so it's a press down in order to lift your sternum up. Keep lifting your heart space, keep dropping your hips. Yeah, 2 more. Last one. Keep your hips low, inhale your arms all the way up. Cactus your arms, think of opening up through your sternum. Arms reach back up and overhead. Come down, frame your front foot. Tuck your toes, lift your back leg, step forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Press down, take your arms all the way up and overhead. Palms touch. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach your arms up. This time, grab your left arm with your right hand, take it up and over. Big inhale. Exhale. Inhale to center, reverse your grip, find some length, and then take it over to the opposite side. Inhale, center, press your palms, find some length. Exhale, take it back down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release your palms, step back to high plank. Shift forward, lower down, full or half chaturanga, maybe you come to belly. Inhale, this time cobra or baby cobra. Exhale, release. Tug your toes, press to table, up and back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. And out. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. 1 more breath in. And out. Inhale, take your right leg high and back. Exhale, with control, roll forward, knee towards nose. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, step your right foot through between your hands. Press down into both feet. Inhale, reach it all the way up. High lunge. As you exhale, cactus your arms, bend your back knee down. Yeah. And then inhale, straighten both legs, reach your arms up. Twice more. Cactus to bend. Inhale to lift. One more. Keep your arms high, bend down into your front knee, and then release your hands to your hips. Step your back foot in about halfway, ground your foot down. Press down into your hands to lift your heart, and as you exhale, start to fold over your front extended leg. Option to bring your hands towards the earth, or you can keep hands on your hips here. Continue to find extension through your torso. Draw your right hip back in space. So really breathing into the hamstring and calf of your right extended leg. One more inhale. Exhale. Press down into your front foot. Engage as you rise all the way up. Bend your knees, step forward, Tadasana. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, take your fold. Half lift. Exhale, step back to plank. Option to lower down or skip it, and we'll all meet in downward facing dog. So if you'd like to move through a vinyasa, yogini's choice. Big breath in down dog. And down. Left leg sweeps up and back. As you exhale, roll forward, knee towards nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, step your left foot all the way through between your hands. Keep your back heel lifted. Inhale, all the way up high lunge. Exhale to settle in. Begin to bend your back knee, cactus your arms. Yeah. And then inhale to extend. Two more. Take the bend. Inhale, extend. One more. Extend. Keep your arms up. Rebend your front knee. Now bring your hands to your hips. Step your back foot in again, about halfway, either more or less hip width distance apart. Inhale, find extension. Exhale, start to fold. Notice if your hips start to really sway off. Keep pulling your left hip back. Right hip pulls forward. Breathe into the calf and hamstring of your left leg. Three more breaths. Again, hands can stay here, or if you explore hands down to blocks, books to the floor. Strong press into your front foot, engage your legs, engage your core, press down to rise back up. Bend into your knees, step forward, Tadasana. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, half lift. Option to step back, take a vinyasa, or skip it straight to down dog. Full breath in down dog. Full exhale. Bend your knees, look to the front of your mat, walk, step, or hop. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Step your right foot all the way to the back of your mat, and then start to walk your hands around to the right. Pivot on your feet so you move towards a wide leg forward fold. Nice. Inhale for a little extension. Activate your quads, so find that strength of your legs. Start to reach your arms forward. So you've got down dog in the upper body, wide leg forward fold in the lower body. Let your head get heavy, let your shoulders get heavy. And 2 more breaths here. Walk your hands back underneath your shoulders. Take your left toes, we're gonna pivot the left toes to the front as we start to walk towards the front. So left toes are forward, turn your right toes back, so like a warrior two stance. And then when you're at about an angle, so you're not framing your front foot, you're at an angle, start to again walk yourself out. So now we've got a warrior two stance in the lower half of the body and an extended reaching down dog in the upper half. Bring a bit more stability to your legs, another inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. And out. Walk your hands back underneath your shoulders. Start to pivot your left toes back towards that wide leg forward fold. And then start to walk over to your right toes. Turn your right toes to the front. Left toes to about 45. Move anything out of your way. And then so you've got warrior two in the lower legs. Start to reach your arms forward at an angle. Extended down dog in the upper body. Big breath in. And out. Really engage the quadricep of your back leg. Two more. Walk your hands back underneath your shoulders, pivot your left toes, start to come back to your wide leg forward fold. Take a pause at center, and then walk your way back to the front of your mat, pivot on your toes once more, bend your back knee, step forward, forward fold. Half lift on the inhale. Exhale, release. Press down, take your arms all the way up and overhead. Exhale to stand. Heel toe your feet together, bend into your knees, reach your arms up, Utkatasana. Exhale, release your hands down to your heart. Left elbow towards the outside of your right thigh. Press down, heart starts to spiral up towards your thumbs. Another inhale. Exhale. Inhale back to center. And as you exhale, take it to the other side. Active press down. Spiral your heart up. Take another big breath in. And out. Inhale back up to your chair. And as you exhale, extend your legs forward, fold. Half lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to your high plank. And again, option to lower down or go straight to down dog. Deep breath in. And out. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, step through between your hands. Ground your back foot, press down, rise up, warrior two. Inhale, extend your front leg. Option to shorten your stance, back hand to back hip. Start to reach all the way forward and down towards Trikonasana. So use your hand to rotate your rib cage back, activate through this front leg. So think of engaging your quad, pressing your toe down, and again, rolling your top rib open. Stay here, or you can take your right arm towards the sky. Big breath in. And out. One more. If your arms extended, release your hand back down, shift your gaze down, bend down into your front knee. As you inhale, take your back hand down, front arm up, reverse warrior. And then inhale, warrior two. Straighten your front leg, heel toe it to the other side. And again, back hand to back hip. Start to reach forward and then down. Take your top hand to your rib cage. Start to spiral your ribcage open. Stay here or extend your top arm. Trikonasana. Nice. Activate into your front leg. Press down into your toes. One more big expansion. Top hand comes to hip. Shift your gaze down, bend into your front knee. As you inhale, right arm reaches up, left arm behind your Virtual Warrior. And then bring it back up, Warrior Two. Straighten your front leg, hands to hips. Pivot your toes to the front of your mat. Bend your knees, step forward to Asana. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. Shift it straight up and back. Downward facing dog. This time, inhale your right leg high. Exhale, step through between your hands. Drop your back knee, untuck your toes, press down, rise up. Hands come down to your heart. Inhale, lift up. As you exhale, left elbow to the outside of your right leg. So like we did in our chair. Press down to start to find that spiral. And as we did earlier, continue to drop your hips. You can stay here. You might fly away. If binding is part of your practice, you can explore that. And take another full inhale. Exhale. Release your gaze down, bring your hands to frame your front foot. Tuck your toes, lift your back knee. Step forward, and we'll take it to the other side. So right foot steps back, drop your knee, untuck your toes. Press down and reach up. And then palms come to your heart. Inhale to find some lift. Right elbow to the outside of your left leg. Press down to extend. And same variations here. You can continue to find that press. You might expand your arms wide. Or if you're working with a bind, you can take that variation. Continue to drop your hips low as you lift your heart high. Another inhale. Exhale, release your gaze down. Hands come to frame your front foot. Tuck your toes, lift back. Step back to plank. Final vinyasa here if you'd like it. We'll all meet in down dog. Deep breath in. And out. Come down onto hands and knees. Sweep your feet off to the side. And come all the way to the seat. Whichever foot just naturally landed in front, switch it up. So opposite foot in front. Inhale, take your arms all the way up and overhead. As you exhale, left hand in front, right arm behind, twist. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale. Two more. As you inhale, bring your arms up and overhead. Exhale, take it to the other side. Inhale, both arms up, palms find one another. Exhale, back down to your heart. Extend your right leg long. Take the sole of your left foot to the earth or to the outside of your right leg. Take another twist from here. Inhale, reach your right arm high. You can either take elbow to the outside if you're working with that a bit, or you can give yourself a squeeze and start to move from the twist in this direction. So notice the difference when you have kind of that pull of your foot, or excuse me, of your knee, if that gives you a bit more rotation. One more inhale. As you exhale, unravel your torso. You can either slide your left foot up into the hip crease of your right leg and let your knee drop down, so it's like a half lotus. If that causes tension on your knee or hip, as it does for me, you can bring your left foot on the inside of your right leg. Flex into your right foot, and as you inhale, take it up. Exhale, reach forward as far as you can before you want to round, so keep finding that length. And then at that dropping point, bring your hands down, let your chin drop down. Keep an active flex into your right leg. So again, maybe even feeling it into the calf a little bit. Press down into your palms, start to lift your torso back up. Draw your left foot in and extend your left leg long. Hug the sole of your right foot in towards you. Keep it on the inside or take it to the outside line of your leg. Inhale, left arm reaches tall. As you exhale, either elbow to the outside or give yourself a nice hug. And again, when you have that extra kind of like oomph of pulling onto your leg, notice how that changes your twist. 3 more breaths. Unravel your gaze to the front, unravel your torso, and again, option to take that half lotus variation with right foot into the upper left thigh, knee drops down. Stay here, or you bring your right foot into the inside of your left leg. Press down into your palms, lift your torso, and then lift your arms up. As you exhale, active flex into your left foot, keep reaching forward, and then again, you'll get to that point where it's like, and that's as far as I'm going. Bring your palms down, keep that extension, so keep pulling back with that energetic pull of your left leg, and let your torso get soft as you relax down. And 2 more breaths here. And press down into your palms, lift yourself back up. Sole of your right foot comes in, sole of your left foot comes in. Both of your feet together, knees drop out wide towards Baddha Konasana. Option to bring support underneath your knees here if you'd like. Inhale, find your lift. And as you exhale again, start to melt yourself all the way down. Two more breaths. And press your palms down, lift your torso up, draw your knees in towards center, and then make your way all the way down onto your back. Keep your knees bent, soles of your feet to the ground. Take a breath in here. And exhale with a sigh. Walk your feet a little bit wider towards the edges of your mat and shimmy them forward a bit. You can either cactus your arms or extend your arms out wide into a T and take a gentle windshield wiper. And so your knees might move at the same time. You might take one and then the other. The next time your knees drop over to the left, allow yourself to stay here in a twisted roots variation. You might take the pinky side of your left foot and hook it on top of your right thigh. That might add a little traction through the side ribs and through your right hip. However, if it causes tension in your knee, go ahead and release that bind. One more inhale. And exhale. If you have the bind of your feet, release your left foot down. Light engagement of your core to find strength to bring you to center. Take a full breath in at neutral. Complete exhale. And then drop both of your knees over to the right. Same option here. You might take your right foot, pinky edge side hooks to the upper part, so above your knee, and start to let the weight of your foot find some length in your left hip, maybe your left ribs. Again, any pain in your left knee, ditch it. And breathe. One more breath in. And out. Release the bind of your knee if you have it. Engage your core to help draw your knees to center. Square up your hips. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Walk your feet in about hip width distance. Allow your arms to rest down by your sides. And as you inhale, press down into your feet. Start to lift your hips up and overhead. Arms reach all the way up and back. And as you exhale, release your hips. Allow your arms to come back down by your sides. Nice and slow. Again, inhale, reach up as you press down. And exhale, release your hips, release your arms. Take two more. Inhale, gentle lift up and back. Exhale, release. Last one. Inhale to lift. And exhale down. Stack your knees over your hips, flex into your feet. Bring your palms to the tops of your thighs. And as if you would pull your knees back, you're gonna push your legs away. So hands on your thighs, pull your knees back, but your arms don't want your knees to come back. So push your knees away. Your core is hopefully starting to fire up a little bit. For 3, 2, 1, and then let your knees gently hug in towards your chest. You can keep your knees together or take them wide. And if you'd like to take a few rocks here, feel free to take that variation. If happy baby sounds nice, you can bend into your knees and either find your big toes. Or you might grab onto the outer blades of your feet, draw your knees back. An option to play around with extending one leg long, extending the other leg. And so take the next 3 or 4 breaths, either in play, in exploration, or in stillness, if that's what's resonating with you. And when you feel ready, and please truly take your time if you're still moving and it feels nice. If you feel ready to move towards Shavasana, you can gently begin to extend both of your legs long. And then I really like to kind of lift my shoulders up, create a little more space. You might even bring your hands to the back of your head. Lift your head up like you can pull your neck just a little longer, and then release. Let your feet get heavy, let your arms rest down, palms up. Allow yourself to rest down. And as you sink into Shavasana, and sending your breath and your attention to any spaces of your body that need a little extra love. And so it might be the physical places like hips and hamstrings. It might be your heart. It might be your mind. It might be your soul. So any part of any of your bodies that needs extra attention, allow yourself to honor that. To hold yourself in this space. To comfort yourself. Support yourself, and to be there for what you need. Option to stay in your Shavasana as long as you'd like. And when you feel ready, slowly begin to press yourself back up to a seat. And when you arrive, either bring your hands together towards your heart center or maybe both hands down onto your heart space. It's felt appropriate for me lately to close with an Om Shanti. And so if you'd like to join, we'll chant Om once, followed by 3 Shantis, And one more short Om. Begin with a deep inhale through your nose. Cleansing breath out of your mouth. Inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste.